Thank you very much for that, Alain. Now I'd like to bring up the second speaker from the opposition, Matthias Carcasona.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Esteemed members of the jury, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening indeed. What Alain has just told us is basically that they want to be a bit more German, some parts, but what are the most parts we have actually heard is basically Hitler and food. So, but they do not even have the courage to become completely German, as Kai asked you. You are saying, okay, we want some parts. You were talking mostly about food, but believe me, Berlin currywurst is very good if you have to really taste it once. So I will now come to my own substantials. Which kind of lifestyle do we actually want? And does everybody in the world kind of want? Let us look at some examples. For example, the American lifestyle. Now, it is kind of everybody serves himself. We leave behind the poor, a very career-oriented lifestyle. That is not what everybody wants. The British lifestyle. It is sorry to my friends from Cambridge, a kind of cold lifestyle. They have probably slightly bad food. We had a debate about just now. But look at the French lifestyle. It is sitting in a cafe, enjoying the important things in life. It is wine and cheese and the onion soup I just had in a nice small restaurant on Monday at near Notre Dame. And it is also fashion. It is all these things that make up a culture, that make a culture important. And also, we looked into the statistics. The French have the highest frequency of sex in the world with 137 times a year. So, although you're talking about the satisfaction rate here, I think this is probably the same. No. We have a German saying, which means living like God in France. It is living a nice life, living a happy life, and I will further elaborate on that later. So this savoir-vivre the French have is something that all of the world wants, and it is a very, very good lifestyle. Now let us look at Germany. We are from Germany, so we know how it is to live there. But first take your POI.
Sorry?
But I will take, yes.
Okay. You're talking about the French savoir-vivre. Would you say that the French laissez-faire is also a benefit?
Thank you. The laissez-faire is what comes with the savoir-vivre. But it is not necessarily a bad thing. And I will come to that later, because what our metric is kind of trying to do is not improving the GDP, is not improving the numbers, but improving what is really important, which is, I will come to that later, happiness. So, back to what Germany actually is. It is kind of a malcultured, unsophisticated society. We drink beer, which has several qualities, from very bad to kind of good. Whereas in France, we have Chardonnay or Bordeaux, which are much more sophisticated here. No, thank you. In Germany, we work a lot, but is work really the only thing in life? We are more efficient, but these are all factors which do not make up what is really important. What is really important for the people, their happiness. We are very punctual, but being punctual also has the bad side of being non-spontaneous, having very planned lives. So really, we should think about what we want in life and not just the numbers. So, as I have shown you, the higher GDP, less unemployment, all these numbers are nothing that mean anything. Economics are never an aim, they are just a means to an end. So, economics needs kind of a meaning. And we have actually found an aim, which, as I've told you, is basically happiness. But happiness is something which is kind of difficult to measure, but we have found something which is called Happy Planet Index. And part of that is the happy life expectancy, which in Germany is 80.4 years times 6.7 happiness, means 538.7. In France, we have a higher life expectancy of 81.5 years times 6.98 happiness, which makes 554 point two, happiness. So the happiness basically is already higher in France. Why would you actually need Germany? Because you actually cannot buy happiness. Culture, love, all this savoir-vivre is something you have and is the really important thing. Whereas all this is not in Germany. The best restaurants in Germany are also the French restaurants. Believe me. So France already has kind of a top civilization. They actually can match their ties into nice art ties, as the proposition is showing us here. But being German would mean losing this je ne sais quoi, this savoir-vivre, and basically losing what makes up a happy life. So I beg you to oppose the motion, because it will actually destroy what makes France very French, and it will make the France less happy, which is something we do not want, even if we are German. Thank you.